I'm trying to work out how to do this. Lighting is not great. So I thought I would try just starting something. So I'm going to introduce you all to who I am by cooking a toad in the hole. So if you don't know what a toad in the hole is, a toad in the hole is sausages in a Yorkshire pudding. There are many ways of making a Yorkshire pudding, but this one is my nan's. So you start with some flour. I'm using a nice Mason and Cash. This one was not my nan's actual Mason and Cash. I do have that one. That one is currently making some beetroot ink. This one is the one I use for this. So the sausages are already roasting in the oven, and what the key to a good Yorkshire is just the heat of the fat when you add this mixture in. So the trick with this is to build it up slowly. So just a bit at a time. Some flour. Now obviously, during the Second World War, our cuisine was stripped back to next to nothing. So you can make a Yorkshire with just one egg, but it is a bit nicer if you go with two. Personally, in my opinion. So I add a little bit of water. It doesn't have to be warm or anything. I add mine from the kettle, just enough to slowly combine your ingredients. Alexa, what are we listening to?
This is Our Man Flint by the Artwoods.
I like the Artwoods. 1960s band. Controversy over its lineup, but good music. So you just want to keep beating the mixture. Building it up a little bit more if you need to. You have a consistency of, my grandmother would say, sort of like a batter that would coat the back of a spoon, but obviously she was from Brum, as opposed to the one from Lancashire, who, I think it was Lancashire, who did make the puds. But basically we all love the Yorkshires. So once your mixture is at a nice kind of thick, just coat the back of the spoon consistency, is when Alexa, pause. So while it's still bubbling, grab the extra sausage out for the dog and pour in the batter, and you should be able to hear a nice little sizzle going on there. And then you just pop that back in the oven, usually for about 20 minutes. Goes nicely with any kind of veg really, broccoli, green beans, cauliflower, always a winner. Which also, incidentally, the cauliflower, if you didn't know, that corresponds to the heart chakra. So it can help to kind of boost all of that. But basically you leave that for about 20 minutes and then slowly it will rise and hopefully get something nice out of it. But while that's going on, I'll get out these cards given to me by someone I used to hang out with, who is also a reader and very good. So, what do we need to know? What is the collective of people who will come across my very first Patreon video, if I can get it working? You need to know. So, we have healthy choices, love, unconditional love, endings bring new beginnings. So for me personally, that could translate through as like how I've been having difficulty with YouTube. So I've finally bitten the bullet and gone for Patreon. For you, it could be something different. Soulmates. Have the Chaser in reverse. So, Chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issue. So, you know, like for me, what's coming off this is like, you know, Patreon is a healthy choice for me, joining this collective of creatives. And, you know, some might say, like, you know, soulmates, vibing your tribe, no more fear of abandonment. We've got girl with a snake, empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used, enable boundaries. And I have done such on many of my social media platforms that I still retain. I've been having some issues with the tech guys. Passion, insane chemistry. I believe there are probably a few people on here that also reached the point where they haven't touched up their nails. So, I'm going to pause this, or I can just keep chattering away. And then pack up. Let's get a few more cards going. So I've got this new deck that I haven't actually even used yet. It's called the Astro Alignment deck. I picked it up in TK Maxx. For I have much good shopping dharma at TK Maxx, so it's like, you know, if I need something, I go in there and they've sorted it. It's just sat there on the shelf. Like, I didn't even know that I needed this deck, but then I saw it and I was like, holy crap, that is the thing I've been looking for. Because I find the astrology side very, very confusing. If you haven't seen any of my other stuff, am a gypsy, coming out late in life as such. My grandfather was not a big fan of some of his sister's practices, so we were not encouraged to use our decks, but he is no longer with us, and we are an errant band of female gypsies, so we all now have our cards back. So I haven't even saged this. I'm just going to throw some out and see what it says. You can learn with me. I mean, theoretically, no one has read any energies on this yet. So. What does the collective of people who have come across this video and are waiting to see what transpires from my Yorkshire pin? What do they need to do? Oh. So we have square, competition, tension, disharmony. See, as I was saying disharmony, I was thinking discord, which is very interesting. For Scorpio, flipped out as well, and obviously that is a massive transformational energy. It can be very intense. If you cause a Scorpio to get into competition with you, I guarantee you will feel some tension. And that is sextile, harmony, ease, compatibility. On the top of the deck and at the bottom we have Vesta, inner spark, sacrifice, devotion. Now, I'd like to point out, in this day and age, sacrifice doesn't generally actually mean tying virgins down to stones and then like doing things to them, which is a bad thing to do. We left that kind of practice behind in the Middle Ages. They burned a lot of people for it. They probably still would now. So don't do that. Yeah, sun, life, vitality, purpose. Helping people understand safe practice is something I am good at. It is from the first pass with this deck. I will spend some time looking through the guidebook and everything. It does look really interesting. I like the colourways that the creator, Grace Dawn, has put together. Got North Node, Destiny, Purpose, Activation. Everybody likes it when something activates, again, with the sextile. Maybe I should dip back into my bag of tricks here and see what else we've got coming through. Got a little oracle deck here, little animal oracles. We love the animals. What advice or guidance from these oracles do you have for anyone who comes across this video? So first out we had spread your wings and fly away. But in reverse, it flipped out. So yeah, technically, it's saying stay right where you are. This is correct. Whatever you're doing, coming across this video, like solid choice. Enjoy the innocence of today. Take a moment for self-reflection. And generally this is one that always makes me think of the need to, get out into nature or, just outside. I mean, if you're more urban based, find a dandelion coming up through the cracks in the pavement or a tuft of grass or something. It can be tricky sometimes, especially if you're stuck in that grinding work cycle. And we're only just starting to get to that point in the year where many of our shift workers are seeing daylight for more than about 10 minutes in between transportation and work. So yeah, try when you do see any of that natural sunlight just beaming down on us, just try and get some on your skin. And this one, the toad. Remember that toad in the hole? Believe in yourself and the rest will come. So this one's a deck I made. Those are from another deck I made. It's different. So. Oh. No. Lies coming out in reverse. Higher level of commitment. It's saying lies exposed, still to be uncovered. So it's come out with my still to be uncovered. Higher level of commitment. So lies about a higher level of commitment coming in from somewhere. As I said, like things can come from any types of energy, so like work, home, friends, relations, friends with benefits, any of those kinds of things. So someone could have been sort of frustrating that they are coming in to stay, and they're not. But that still hasn't been revealed to you. Got the Three of Hearts. So this one incorporates some old Northern Gypsy lore that goes with the cards. So before the Rider-Waite, obviously there was just the deck of cards, and you kind of learned to intuit through the cards a different way. So for one particular one, which would be the Buckland tribe, this was the Three of Hearts' rhyme. So the third hour of the third day, the King of Hearts shall win you away. Trust your instincts. But obviously this is falling on the higher level of commitment being a lie that is still to be uncovered. So, you've just got to, again, trust your instincts. If that feels like it kind of fits for you, I mean, I know many say don't make it fit, but if it feels like, that this is something that you're walking away from, I don't know. Trust your instincts in your situation, but from what I'm seeing here, it's very clear that, there's lies about higher levels of commitment, stability, like whether you've been working your arse off at a job and you're being told, yes, next promotion's coming for you. It's just trust your instincts. Maybe check out some other jobs that are going around. Knowing your worth does a lot of the time come from looking around and, say job sites, things like that, and realizing, oh, I can do that. So just trust your instincts. If you're seeing a lot of threes, especially like Three of Hearts, I mean, it is supposed to be in much more of a loving energy coming in the Three of Hearts with the upright, but it's still just this lies still to be uncovered part that is bothering me, and it's falling on my block here. I use a big butcher's block. It's saying make healthy choices. Big shiny red flag. Big shiny red flag. Just bear that in mind. Because if you're like me, you will always try and see the lighter side in people, and the, kind of engaging with their highest version that you see in front of you. Sometimes that can lead to trouble. Oh look, some Aries popping out here, and an Aquarius. So you could be looking at the March-April kind of time, like right now it's Aries season. It is a fiery time, and Aquarius being end of Jan to the end of Feb, air, and fire and air when mixed together can combust things. Like in my personal existence, it's the big shiny red flags of an ex-boyfriend who would like a birthday message. What else do we need? Oh. Passion. Child's energy, man-child in my case, who's been up to something with a Gemini and an Aquarius. Ooh. Transformation wanting to pop out there. So we have real love, and now I'm thinking of another song that I can't remember because like real love, I'm searching for a real love. I can't remember which one it is though. So the 9 of Clubs, a legacy, unexpected gain, and this goes with love, wealth and happiness will be yours if every night you lock 3 doors. The Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts, the King of Love, a ring, a rose, and a silken glove. A mild, amiable woman, nurturing, kind, and passionate, is coming towards you. The King of Hearts, a lover true now waits for you. Don't say no, whatever you do. A fair and liberal man. So we've got the King and Queen of Hearts here, with the 9 of Clubs saying that there is an unexpected legacy coming in for the people that are, I guess, resonating with this message of, finding that real love. We've got the 9 of Diamonds. 2 days from now, take care what you say. 'Twill bind you for 5 years and a day. Can also mean delay with resulting annoyance. So 2 days from now, we are Holy Saturday today, over the Easter period within the Western calendar. So that would be Easter Sunday, Bank Holiday Monday. We don't get many holidays in England, so we get very excited about our bank holidays. So Bank Holiday Monday, so that's 2 days from now. So Bank Holiday Monday, delays, which may result in some annoyance. Well, that would be when many people are headed home after, because it's not just Easter, obviously. There's Qingming going on, there's Ramadan happening, there are, many season changes, solstices. 6 of Hearts. If a butterfly of blue you see, it is your luck to go over the sea. A sea voyage with good luck. Got the 6 of Hearts. There's a lot of hearts, like very heavy on the hearts here. which I guess would, I believe, correspond to the cups energy. And in reverse, we have the Seven of Hearts, which is kind of translates to tedium, weariness, boredom. So the rhyme for this one, so as the rhyme goes, on Tuesday, which would be the day after the 2 days from now delay with annoyance, so on Tuesday, you may look to find a lover who is true and kind, but it was in reverse. So very possibly going back to that earlier part of the reading where you've got this still to be exposed lies. It could be that come around Tuesday there's some, maybe the Good Friday partner was not planning on calling back. That could cause some distress, tedium, boredom. For many of us are bored of that approach to dating. Let's see if there are any more. We'll wait. The Knight of Hearts. Beware of Cupid and his darts. Your fate is held by the Knave of Hearts. Carefree bachelor who thinks only of himself. Bit of a player. Five of Diamonds. Children bringing joy, prosperity and business. If a large black cat you see, 'twill bring good luck twixt 1 and 3. So, I mean, it is very much this kind of reading coming through that I definitely need, that I know others are also experiencing, of needing to focus on making healthier choices, self-love, not paying any attention to the false energies that could be coming at you. Eyes front, as my brother and I used to like to say. The Tower has passed. Listen to Move On Up by Curtis Mayfield. So to go with Yorkshire, I have lovingly from scratch. I'm also going to throw in some cashmere rings from Iceland because they're pretty good. And it's the kind of thing that does go well with a table roll. Just throwing on some cauliflower. I quite like a nice little bit of roasted cauliflower. That's my puppy. Come in. Good girl. Down you go. What is it? Did somebody go past? Come on. Down. Good girl. Come in. Sit. Sit. Stay. Good girl. Stay. Okay. Up. Here you go. Come on then. Up you go. Come on then. What's this? What's this? Let's go. What's this? No? You don't want your sausage? What if you don't want to? You want to know? So, how should we do this? So I'm going to throw Goddess energy card on here. Some cards from another deck. I have slipped out of this one. Interfering temptations. Soulmates deeply in love, 2 peas in a pod. Connection is broken. Boredom, losing interest. Love is fading. Butting heads and arguing. So that could be some kind of like side narrative that's going on in your life right now. So if you're butting heads and arguing, again, my eye is being drawn back to this making healthy choices, self-love, and believing in yourself, and the rest will come. So one of the fun facts about me is I have PTSD. And I was sat on the sofa a little while ago, just kind of really struggling with the idea of getting up and, you know, that kind of self-worth thing that sometimes people can go through. Cooking a whole, like, real food meal for myself. Because it takes forever to cook, but then it's like 2 minutes of eating, maybe 5, and then it's just dishes, more dishes. So sometimes it can take me a little to get up. But that is what these 2 cards flew out on me saying. So, I choose to love myself now, so I won't look back at this woman years from now and only wish I had, which is basically what I was saying to myself sat on the sofa. I was like, right, come on, just get up, make some food, you'll feel better for it, you feel good because you've put something together yourself. A woman who honours her body as the sacred temple of the spirit of life. Now, I, as many have, did not treat my body as a temple when I was younger, and I really should have, but I didn't. And I am now paying the price, and there are many consequences for it, and I am doing my best with them. One of the benefits of doing the work is, though, that I got pretty good at intuiting things. I am worthy enough to speak my truth. This smells really nice. It comes with this really lovely blue cape. I was looking at a picture of a friend of mine from high school time. We weren't friends by the end of high school, but not in any bad way. We just had nothing to do with each other anymore. And years ago, she unfortunately died in a car accident around Christmas time. But I had a beautiful picture of her in my home that was of her as a young teen wearing a very similar cape. I am worthy enough to speak my truth. Any more from the Goddess? So yeah, I mean, if you've been feeling like you're not worthy of speaking your truth, you are worthy of speaking your truth. And some of the people around you may not appreciate it, believe me, but it is worth speaking your truth. Seeking help through therapy, doctors, if it's at the kind of levels that it was for myself, which is not to say it's a competition with anybody, it's just if you've reached a point where you need to go and talk to somebody about the crazy stuff that's going on around you, then, do that. Just try and remember that self-love, making healthy choices, keeping your outlook. For me, I prefer to go for a bit of a slightly more stoic approach here and there, but with my humour intact. No more coming. So these I do not know very much, but I very much enjoy the runes. I have Tiger's Eye runes if the crystals are important to you. The crystals involved in today's reading would be my turquoise, which I generally have around just to remind me of good times spent under trees as a kid, digging around in the dirt, listening to the birds and a moment with these ones. Holy sugar. So we have Berkana, fertility, new beginnings and growth. Suelo, success, goals and honour. Just checking. So we have both Gibo, which is balance, gifts, partnership, and the very similar Malthus, conflict, confusion, patience required. This is Thurisaz, catharsis, change, cleansing. Sky! Come here! Othelia, fundamentals, inherited, possessions, heritage. And Ingwaz fell out just as I was going, ooh, sugar, which is common sense, caring, love. So it feels like there's, quite a, for myself, I am speaking as well, quite a lot of heavy energy around, a lot of needing to remind ourselves of our worth. For although we do all know our value is internal, it can be really difficult to hold on to that feeling sometimes. when you're faced with, like things going on around you in your environment that are causing you to reach a space where you just sat there going, I am worthy of being heard, and I am a good person. I have been taking care of myself. I am choosing to love myself. Like leaving behind the energies where you're butting heads with everybody and arguing, and that can be really, really difficult because sometimes you are just surrounded by injustice and inaccurate representations of what is actually happening, and that can be maddening. I'm really liking this astro alignment deck. Let's see if there's any more in here from Grace Duong. Saying 7th house, partnerships, balance, one-on-one relationships, illumination coming through. So this 7th house is Libra. It's saying this culmination, release, illumination. So possibly you're dealing with a Libra who needs to, or who is going to illuminate you to some things, release some things, issues, environmental factors, I don't know. But it's saying here like a culmination, like the full moon energy, like all done, like everything needs to come out. Gaia, earth, nature, embodiment. I've got a Gemini, multifaceted, balanced, curious is the Gemini. Now I've got a Gemini moon or rising, I can't remember, but it does help you to kind of pick up on the dual or multifaceted, like not just two, but the many narratives that are going on around us, and be able to juggle those kind of threads and support many people around, keeping many balanced. I'm Mkweli, Nadir origins, inner child. Imam Kohli. Rather than medium Kohli, we've got the Imam Kohli between the Cancer and the Gemini. Juno pops out, marriage, commitment, bonds. So again with that, back to the earlier parts of the reading where we had some energy coming through that was lying about higher levels of commitment and trying to pull a fast one. But, again, make healthy choices. There's no need to butt heads with people. Just, look around you, be honest with what you're seeing, try and, take time for the people that are vexing you, because you don't know where they come from. Like with this origins, the Nadir, the origins and inner child, you don't know where people have come from, what they've gone through, that has led them to where they are, that is doing the thing that they're doing now. And Jupiter. What was like when Jupiter comes up? So Jupiter, optimism, growth, opportunity. I mean, Jupiter to me also comes with a little bit of a, warning over, again, looking around you, trusting the people and not going somewhere too cold. Like if you've ever read Watchmen, you get that joke. Mars, competition, action, willpower. The medium quality, however you say it, which is between the Capricorn and the Sagittarius. Just trying to think of where in it's obviously between the Capricorn and the Sag. We've got Christmas, and other holy holidays like Hanukkah, which some members of my family observe, I believe. Midhaven, direction, reputation. But yes. Communication, correspondence, and expression. So the expression, again, the signs and synchronicities come out of you, because I'm suppressing as I read this about the fact that I don't really know much about Hanukkah. Although my father's family was Jewish, but my grandmother is not Jewish. So I am not considered a Jew. Sky, down. Which has affected how they perceive my reputation and the way that I have expressed myself growing up, because I did not conform to a certain archetype of what that branch of the family expected. Whatever they expected, I don't know, I never met them. I think they know I was alive though, but they were not in our lives. And then we've got Mercury, communication, correspondence, expression. So, the awesome and always welcome reminder to express ourselves. Got Sun at the bottom of the deck there. So, I am going to fish this out, show off my toad in the hole, and then I'm going to put some fine green beans on and finish cooking. I hope you guys enjoyed pottering along with me. It got me up off the sofa and made sure that I engaged with something. I have issues with tech. I will do my best with this, but I'm quite proud of myself for just getting started. So, yeah. If you joined in and paid some money to have that reading and learn how to make a Yorkshire, thank you very, very much for participating in my first Patreon. So this could even still do with a little tiny bit longer, but you'll end up with something like that, and you want it to be a nice kind of top, springy and stuff. Just like literally just a couple more minutes just to brown off the top bit there, and then I have myself a gorgeous traditional British dinner, and you may find my final pick up on Twitter's, and that's Becky Viner, BECKI V for Victor INER on X.